Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is ThePromG and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and if you've been in the manga sphere lately, I've been on YouTube, you've seen a lot of people talking about manga hauls. You know, there's kind of been this debate on whether or not excessive manga hauls, or just manga hauls in general, are, toxic or harmful for the manga community. And, being someone who does a lot of manga hauls, like one every single month since I started doing YouTube, I kind of just want to give my own opinions on this matter because, honestly, I think this is just ridiculous that people are saying it's harmful for the community. So I kind of want to discuss that and just kind of keep conversation going with you guys. I really like that more of these controversy or discussion type videos are really emerging and getting more conversation going within the community. I think it's a really good and positive thing. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get into my thoughts on this matter. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, I kind of want to describe the purpose of a manga haul, because I do feel these pictures or YouTube videos, they do serve purposes whether you think they do or not. So the first and most obvious reason that people would post a manga haul is to show what they're reading and what they got that month within some certain time frame. For example, every month I post a monthly manga haul showing off everything that I bought in this certain month, and I know that a lot of you guys enjoy just seeing what I picked up that month and what I've been reading, and yeah, it's basically just a positive thing all around. And the second big reason for making a manga haul from a creator standpoint is that these manga haul videos are very easily accessible and reach a larger number of people than, like a review or some other kind of obscure manga video. A lot of times when new manga channels are emerging, they'll start off with manga hauls or manga collection just to reach a large number of people to bring them in before they start making more creative content like reviews and other things like that. And this is exactly what I did. I started out one month with a channel intro, a manga haul, and a manga log just to reach as many people as I could before I started pushing out reviews. And there's a potential third reason that people would post manga hauls, that being flexing, and I personally don't agree with this, so I'm going to talk about that later in its own section. But with that being said, the two reasons I mentioned are extremely positive. It's a great way for creators who are just starting out to get a large number of viewers into their channel and interested in what they're uploading, as well as a way for people to let other people know what they're picking up that month. I don't think there's anything harmful about either of those things, and if you disagree, make sure to leave it in the comments below, but I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that. So now we're going to get into the first issue that I've seen people debate, that being manga hoarding versus manga hauling, or just regular manga collecting. So when we're talking about manga hoarding, we're generally talking about people who just buy a lot of manga, don't actually read it, but are basically just collecting stuff to collect. I'll throw up some pictures in question which were brought up in On These Shelves video. He put up several pictures from Reddit, I believe, of people who have a monthly haul which is just bigger than a lot of people's collections. And it seems like a lot of people have issues with these larger hauls for whatever reason. In my eyes, it seems to be mainly based on, judging people and, oh, do they even read all this manga? Or, do they have the money to afford this? Are you just rich? But in my opinion, either way you look at it, it's just no big deal. If someone has the money to buy all this stuff, even if they're not reading it, why does it matter if they're just buying a shit ton of manga? Like, whatever they do with their money is up to them. It's not up to me and you to decide what they allocate their funds towards. And I don't want to say that all this judgment is based on jealousy, but it's definitely a factor that I think a lot of people, get in that mindset of seeing all these people with this big stack of manga each month, and they get kind of jealous and feel like, oh, I bet they're not even reading all that, or they must be rich, that's the only way they can afford it. And obviously this isn't the case 100% of the time, but I feel like this is a mindset that a lot of people get trapped into, and it's definitely not a healthy thing to just be judging people like this. And another thing that I've seen along these lines was a tweet, I forget who, but I saw it had like 50 likes, and that's kind of a big deal for the mangatube, community. But basically what the person was saying, that they felt that the shift from quantity over quality when it comes to manga hauls is a bad thing for the community. I think that the sentiment behind this was that people would see these big manga hauls and then kind of feel inclined to spend a bunch of money and just kind of match the number that they had, rather than just buying series that they enjoyed. This is not a problem that just exists within this manga and anime, otaku culture sphere. A similar example of this would be kind of the, sneaker community, where a lot of people show off their massive shoe and clothing collections, and, someone watching that video might want all these shoes. They have these rare and expensive shoes, but at the end of the day, it's not the creator's fault for showing off their shoe collection or showing the amount of shoes that they got in a certain month. It's all about your self-control and being smart with your money. No one's forcing you to go out and match this person's 1,000 volume manga haul. Having that mindset of feeling like you have to match someone's collection or some monthly manga haul is a really bad thing to get into. And whether you fall into that mentality or not is not the fault of the creator, it's just the fault of the person who lacks self-control. It all really comes down to just not worrying about what other people have, focus on yourself, make smart financial decisions based on what you have and what you're willing to spend on your hobbies. And if someone's buying 500 volumes in a month, that doesn't matter, just focus on yourself. Let them spend their money how they want to spend their money. Even if they're not reading that manga right away or reading it at all, it doesn't matter, they can still be a fan of anime and they just wanted to buy the manga of a series even though they're not going to read. Everybody has their reasons. So I really don't understand the idea of these big hauls being some toxic thing or something that's harmful to manga viewers and the community as a whole. I just don't see it. The second thing I want to talk about in this video is the idea of manga haul videos not being creative or beneficial to the community. Now I will admit that manga haul videos are some of the most easy videos to make. They're not very creative at all. It's basically just showing everything I bought in a month. And manga haul videos also pull a lot more views than these other kind of videos like reviews or first impressions and stuff like that. A lot of people in the manga community like going out and looking at these manga hauls every month and looking at manga collections, myself included. I love these kind of videos. But I've seen that some people in the community have an issue with these kind of videos popping up all over, and I also don't really understand this take. Manga haul videos are very beneficial to creators who want to make them. They're interesting to the majority of the manga community, generally speaking. So in my eyes, it doesn't really matter if the video is necessarily creative or not, it's just a video that someone wants to make, so they have the freedom to make that video. And especially because there's such a demand for these collection and haul videos, obviously people are going to want them, so people are going to make them. We can't really wrong someone for making a video that most of the manga community wants to see. Now I will say, however, that I think the manga community really needs to take that next step into making more creative videos and not just relying solely on these collection and haul videos. I started off my channel making these haul videos so I could get an audience before I started making, my skit videos, which I know a lot of you guys enjoy. They're some of the most fun and rewarding videos I make. And there are a lot of manga tubers who just don't make manga hauls because they're not enjoyable for them to make. Lohli is an example of that. He used to make a lot of manga hauls, but then he strayed away from it and he's just doing his own thing now. So if you don't want to watch manga haul videos, don't watch manga haul videos. If you don't want to make manga haul videos, just don't make them if you don't enjoy them. There's plenty of unique manga tubers who have creative ideas and creative videos that you can go out and find. If you don't want to watch manga haul videos, just don't. The good content is out there and it's pretty easy to find. So those are just kind of the reasons why I don't really understand the argument of manga haul videos are bad because they're not creative. Next thing I kind of want to touch on is this whole idea of people posting manga hauls for the sole reason of just flexing. If you're not familiar with the term flexing, basically means, just flaunting what you have, showing off your wealth. If I said, oh yeah, I got this whole haul in a month, nothing special, something light, that can be considered flexing because I'm basically just deliberately flaunting what I have. I just want to say this right off the bat, I don't think that there's anybody who has no interest in manga that's just buying a bunch of manga to post a picture on Reddit and say, look how much manga I bought. If you look at these manga hauls on Reddit where people have boxes on boxes on boxes of manga and just shelves lining the walls that they got all in 1 month, they obviously have some interest in manga. They're not just doing it for internet points. It may be true that people buy manga and they read it, but they still want to show off what they have and, post their big hauls and, just let them do it. And, at the end of the day, I don't have a problem with this either. They can show off what they have, all the power to them. It really doesn't make a difference to me. If you're really that concerned about what this random person on the internet is posting and how much more manga they have than you, then you need to do some reevaluating of your life because there are more meaningful things than just comparing yourself to other people. And honestly, the big takeaway from this video is just comparing yourself to other people gets you absolutely nowhere. You don't have to match this random stranger on manga's, big, massive haul. You don't have to match your favorite manga tuber's collection. None of that matters. Just focus on yourself. Do whatever you feel is comfortable within your means and you'll be fine. And to say there's anything harmful about showing what you have, even if it is deliberate flexing, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just focus on yourself and it's no big deal. Now the next thing I want to talk about is addiction, because buying manga is definitely something that you can become very easily addicted to, and it is something that, obviously not just manga, but just consuming products for that dopamine rush is definitely a very real and scary thing. And this is one of the only times where I would say it's okay to kind of take a look at what someone's buying and, maybe question it. That is if you know someone personally and, they're just buying so much manga that they can't afford and they're showing other red flags, maybe have a talk with them. Because buying addictions are a very real thing, and in this modern day and age, where you can just buy things with one click, it's very easy to get caught in this. And not to really kill the mood, but I kind of have a personal example about this. Last year, when I really started off my manga channel, I was in a very, very dark spot, and basically what I was doing was each day, I would just buy way more manga than was smart for me in my budget because I needed that feeling of having something to look forward to. Because in my life at the time, there was nothing. I was just living day by day, felt like there was no meaning to my life. Really all I had was YouTube. So when I bought that package, and I had it coming in 4 days, from then on I'd have something, at least anything that I could grasp onto to really look forward to. And obviously that is a horrible, horrible thing. So if you have a friend who, is seeming kind of down and they're just buying, and obviously it doesn't have to be manga, it could be anything, it could be shoes, clothes, alcohol, drugs. If your friend is just splurging on this way more than they can afford and it's just not healthy and they seem down, there are other red flags, just talk to your friends because this can be a very real thing for a lot of people. And I know that a lot of you guys probably watching this video have experienced this in one way or another to a certain degree. But aside from all that, buying addictions can be very real for anybody. So even if you're not depressed or anxious or anything like that, you can get caught in the spiral of just constant buying for that dopamine rush that's just so sweet. And again, the big takeaway of this video is just learn to be financially responsible, because all you have to do is worry about yourself, buy what's within your means, and don't worry about all the other manga hauls that people are posting or, comparing yourself to other people on the internet. So in conclusion, I don't think there's anything wrong with posting manga hauls. Whether you're a manga tuber or you're just posting a picture of what you got on Twitter or Reddit, you shouldn't feel discouraged for posting that manga haul just because someone might be influenced to go and buy a amount of manga to match you. So at the end of the day, what other people do is really ultimately out of your control, and there's no sense worrying about that. Haul videos are very useful tools for manga tubers who are new and existing to just gain following and have this video that'll have a big outreach. And that's because a lot of people in the manga community just like going out and watching these collection and watching these manga haul videos. The main thing I want you guys to take away from this video is just to focus on yourself and practice discipline and self-control. And also not to worry about what other people are posting and how much manga other people are getting, because at the end of the day, it makes no difference to you and me. It doesn't make my life better or worse seeing some guy on Reddit pick up 500 volumes in a month. At the end of the day, it makes no difference to me. Whether they're collecting to read, collecting to collect, or just collecting for the sake of flexing, which I don't think even exists, it really doesn't matter to me. Let them do what they want to do, let them spend their money on what they want to spend their money on, and just focus on yourself. Whether you're a creator, a viewer, we're all consumers and we all need to be financially responsible and do what is appropriate within our means and just be smart about it. That's really all it comes down to. I think that this whole debate on whether manga hauls are toxic or harmful is really a silly thing to be arguing. Obviously, it's good to have some discussion, but I think that the ideas behind it really don't make sense at all, at least in my opinion, but definitely leave in the comments below if you have some different ideas on this topic. I probably left out a bunch of things that I forgot to talk about, and I urge you guys to have a conversation in the comments and post your own videos and tweets and posts about this topic because it's definitely very interesting. No matter how black and white I think that this issue is, it's definitely good to have this conversation. So I'm very grateful that all these people have been making videos and posts because I think it's very helpful to community. Anyways guys, that is going to wrap up for this discussion video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. So yeah, this has been ThePromG. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, hope to catch you in the next one.